When it came time to take things to the next level, I knew that I had to make a website, and Wix was perfect for that. I'm Josh Harmon. I'm a musician, I'm a content creator, and I'm a sound effects artist. I wanted to create videos as universal as possible that had no language in them so that anyone could enjoy them, and that was how I came up with the idea to do sound effects. I took our tunes and I used my drum set and their instruments, and I recreated all the sound effects to the scene where they're cooking up some soup. From the moment I uploaded this video, I just feel that something was a little bit different. It was insane. I was 25 million views on Instagram. I really didn't know what to do.
It's time now for another hard-hitting adventure with Frank Lovejoy as Randy
What up?
on Night Beat.
I'm about to turn this music down. But I'm about to start cooking. Basically, just started playing this game, so. I appreciate you guys stopping to the stream though. My day's been good, it's been good. Man, this is the most interaction I've had on YouTube, bro. This is insane. I appreciate you guys, bro. I had 7 people in here at one time right now, dude. Like, much love, bro. Thank you guys. I do want to start growing this channel more because I'm kind of falling off of TikTok a little bit, and I want to, like, it's not what I want. You know, I want to start pushing my content more. You know, I want to get out there more, man. You know, like, I don't want to fail, bro. I'm not here to fail. That's all I got, man. No, bro. It ain't even like that. We just appreciate that, and you know, we just appreciate the interaction, bro. That's all it is. You know, we sit here playing, and you know, there's people that enjoy like just playing the game, bro, and just having someone there to talk to. Like, not to take this in like a Diddy way or anything, but like, my wife's sleeping. She likes games, but she don't play games, you know. So it's not like I have someone to sit here and chill and talk about the game and stuff. So I get that interaction with you guys. That's why I like comments, but it lets me know, you know, hey, do this, you know, it lets me know how you guys are doing and other stuff like that. But you know, to each their own, bro. Yeah, man, no problem. We're just vibing. You know, some wild shit might go down. You know, and I might not even just play this game. I might play something else too. You know? But I might hop on the sim rig. You know, who knows, dude? Alright, we're just chilling, man. You guys got any song requests that's non-copyright? Let me know. I don't even know if that's even a thing. If I can even do that on here. But really, honestly, when I'm not sim racing, I'm playing this game, bro. Like, I just have fun. I really, like, I just chill. Brad, oh, I'm like, Brad ain't pushing money, but it's because I ain't got Brad no customers. Let me get Brad some customers. Took a picture of what I needed to put on. There we go, Peggy. There we go. Okay. Buckley. Gene, Mr. Gene, bro. Craig. Yeah. Oh. And I'm like, bro, I'm probably one of the most down there people that we come across like that. Like, honestly, shit. And that's me, bro. You know, I'm not out here looking for nothing. You know, I'm not no big time streamer, bro. You know, just out here doing my thing, my guy. Greg and Jeff. Do I have the Jeff? I don't have the Jeff yet, so we're gonna go. I don't know. We're gonna do barn because I don't buy it. It's not the piece that counts. You're absolutely correct, my dude. Like, I don't want to sound like a crybaby or anything, but I used to have a pretty decent community on TikTok. You know, that's how I got the whole like sim stuff. That's kind of how I became Jacob, you know. But people started hating, and you know, just because sim racing is such a small community, bro. Once they see someone winning, they just start hating. And TikTok with its ridiculous rules and stuff like that. If you get reported now, they take 20% of your earnings. They like make it rough for small people and all the people at once. You know? It makes it hard. So that's why I'm trying different platforms, bro. You know. Had some moderator on the stream. Damn. Yeah, that's rough. I don't smoke cigarettes. I smoke the devil's lettuce. You know, that's why I like YouTube as well because YouTube you can be yourself. Yeah, it is a hit or miss. My last time streaming on YouTube, I didn't have no interaction, bro. Like no interaction. I was streaming to 0, but it was okay because I still had footage, still have stuff to edit. Yeah. I smoked because I was in a bad accident that took my legs. I I smoke, so I don't take my pills. I become a pill head all the time. I hate having to take the pills as it is, but as much pain as I'm in, bro, like gotta do something. I just can't sit here, bro. I don't want to sound like a baby, but like, you know, shit hurts losing a leg, bro, and breaking your hip. You gotta sit on it all day. I can't drive this game. Shit, not that I can drive the camera, but no, it's definitely not, bro. And the amount of judgment, like, you wouldn't believe it, dude. Nice to be a crybaby. Yeah, I guess so, bro. Like, there just be certain shit that be getting to you too, bro. I thought I was gonna clear that. What's up, dude? Alright, so. Watch that money real quick. Right, exactly. You know, like when I first started my TikTok, bro, people thought I was on their mind. Like, granted, I can understand. You know, there's a lot of people out there that be lying, fucking, you know, some crazy shit. But, but it's crazy. The amount of fucking hate people get. Just trying to find something, you know. Just because something didn't work for them doesn't mean it won't work for somebody else. Oh yeah, definitely, bro. And then just because of where I live, like I live in Vegas, so there's a lot of sport bike riders here, and I didn't ride a sport bike. I rode Harley. That's why it's Harley's on the wall right there. You know, I rode Harleys, man. So okay, my guy, I am a master. And because, you know, they'd be riding around on sport bikes doing Mach 10 down a surface street and get blasted, they just make a bad name for, you know, anybody that rides a motorcycle. It's bullshit. I was born in Arizona. I live in Las Vegas currently, but I lived in Ohio for like a good portion of my life with my wife. That rhyme, but yeah, I live in Vegas currently. I only lived in Ohio because that's where my family lived or lived. You know, all my family's from there. Oh damn! Yeah. We lived in Toledo.
Aw.
Yeah, we lived in Toledo for a long time. That's where a lot of my family are from. Oh hell yeah! My buddy lives in Dayton. I got a good friend that lives there. I low-key miss Ohio, man. Like, Vegas is just not a city that I can like, it's cool to visit, but I just don't recommend living here at all. Like, it's definitely something to run your back for this. But they ain't got no health care. You know, I also have a daughter that has Down syndrome and autism as well. You know, so now that I'm disabled and she's disabled, there's just no doctors here for people for us. You know, so they want us to go to Salt Lake City or LA. How's life treating you? That rough, bro. Not gonna lie, it's been rough, man. It's been real rough, bro. But I get to wake up every day and still, you know, breathe. So we're just dealing with it. We're just going with the flow, making shit work. You know, just easy. 'Cause that's what men do, bro. Yeah, man. Shit sucks. When you're in a position like me, bro, mental health sucks, bro. So I just gotta remember that God let me wake up another day and I can see my beautiful family, bro. I got a wife and 3 beautiful children. You know, and I've been with my wife for going on 9 years. So well, February was 9 years. So just very thankful at this point. Life sucks, but I'm thankful. Oh yeah, bro, I appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. Means a lot. It's, we have no one to see all the judgment and shit that we get. And at the same time, you know, my wife, she sees the shit every day. You know, she probably gets tired of it. You know, so it's, I don't want to sit here and keep bothering her with the same shit every day that she's probably heard 1,000 times. Like, oh, it's her. she's already got my kids and shit. She shouldn't have to deal with me going through my pain and recovery every day. I did this to myself, but I didn't do it to myself, if that makes sense. I made the choice to get on that bike and ride it daily and argue with people who told me not to daily the bike, So I knew the consequences were gonna, come eventually in terms of riding, but I just don't want my burden to become a problem for somebody else. That's what going through what I'm going through, that's what I feel like I'm doing. When I'm complaining about the same shit every day to my wife, about how I'm in pain or, sometimes I feel so, bro, yeah. And you know what's funny is people will say that just to text away. You need to text them motherfuckers, and then they just don't text back. And then you feel like a burden, Like, I get it, bro. I just don't be talking to nobody but I let them reach out to me because, if they're reaching out to me, I know that they want my time, not being a burden. Oh yeah, 100%, bro. 1000%. I totally feel that, dude. on a whole nother level, bro. That shit be happening to me all the time. And like, yeah, I have all the time in the world, but sometimes I just fucking forget because my ADHD be getting the best of me, bro. Like, it's kind of diabolical. you know? Oh, definitely. You are not wrong there, brother. So, yeah. I mean, everybody's mentally ill in their own way. Like, if you really think about it, people think about shit that other people would even dream about. And other people think like, oh, it's normal to like, you would be very fucking surprised on like shit that people find interesting wouldn't think other people find interesting, that would just be laughed at or like, bro, it's It's kind of crazy.
Well,
You know, it's funny you say that because same. I not the schizophrenia part on my part, but there's shit happening around me that I'm noticing. Like, I'm just like, and it's with my family, bro. Like, I haven't talked to my family in so long just because I started noticing shit. It's like, I don't understand how they can't see it. And they believe shit that it's insane, bro. Like, and I've seen them do shit that is insane, bro. And they would do it on live, bro. Like, they would go on Facebook Live and just do some craziest shit, and just have to like think to yourself, like, why? There's a gunshot over there. That's crazy, bro. I just talked to you. Like, I only say that as well because I just, my family have told me shit about my mom and about my dad and like my little brother currently. Like, both my parents are gone. Like, they're no longer around. And my mom's still alive. We don't talk because she is not a good person. I don't know if it's because of the illness and the drugs, but it has ruined her to the core. And I have roughly like 14 brothers and sisters because of you know through that mom, through my mom. So it's just like, and she doesn't have custody of any of them. They're all with everybody else. She's off just living her best life doing drugs, bro. So I say I lost both my parents' house. But my brother, he does some crazy shit that I just am like, bro, he's get checked. Genuinely feel bad for him, and I just want him to get the help, man. So I don't hear my name being called, but I do feel like I'm being watched all the time. Like, constantly. Like, yeah, it's weird shit. I do feel like I'm being watched all the time. Especially very recently, it's gotten worse. Oops. Especially after my accident. After my accident, it got worse. Like, there is some shit happening every day, and just, like, I couldn't go downstairs with myself. There was shit I couldn't do that I normally do. I appreciate you coming in and talking, bro. For real. Genuinely enjoyed the conversation, man. I haven't had a conversation like this stream in a while, bro. And I just streamed today on TikTok, bro, and I haven't had this much engagement. And I fell off on TikTok, bro. Like, I used to have 100 to 300 people in there at the time. now it's just all like so I'm just venturing out. I have 13,000 followers on TikTok, man. Me too, bro. Like I had something to blanket over my head. My wife thinks it's the weirdest shit ever, but I don't know. I just feel safe. You know, I feel secure. But my accent has definitely fucked with my mental health pretty bad, man. Plus I have a traumatic brain injury as well. Like I hit my head really fucking hard, bro. Like, you can't really say that. But that helmet right there, that helmet fucking like broke with my scalp inside. Like, I split my head in that helmet. Like, so that is the vest I was wearing. That's the vest I was wearing, and that's the helmet that I was wearing, and that's the seat to my motorcycle that I was wearing. I was sitting on my accident. It's my like shadow box that I can look at my vest. You know, I, wearing that vest right there and that helmet, I was the happiest man I have ever been on life, bro. I was so high on life, bro. I had I had my own company as well as being a manager. I had a beautiful wife. Well, I still have a beautiful wife and two beautiful kids at the time, and pregnant with my third, bro. Two motorcycles, a brand new car, dude. Like I was so high in life, man. Like I was, and then someone pulled out in front of me, man, on my way home from work one night. She was being dumb, bro. She made a sudden lane change in front of me, basically cut me off. I ended up rear-ending her. I flew 180 feet. I broke both arms and hands. I shattered my left hip. I had like I lost half my scalp here. I got like a Harry Potter scar from Timu, you know, and I lost my leg. I was clinically dead for roughly like 6 to 8 months. That's funny. I fucking read that as well as saying minutes at the same time. Roughly 6 to 8 minutes. I know I was dead, but no, I'm still fighting it technically, and I'm almost positive that insurance is gonna put a because my medical bills are so high, they're gonna put a lien uh, on the money that I get. Basically, like I have 1.3 million dollars in medical bills, bro. So, uh, kind of just better. My only recommendation, if you guys like, just don't get hit, bro, because you're better off dying. Just put it that way. You're better off dying if you get hit that way. You know, because they're not gonna do anything for you, bro. Like, unless you get hit by like Walmart or somebody that has assets like Tesla, something that's like expensive, somebody that has money, bro, you're not gonna get shit, dude. Because almost anybody that has car insurance nowadays, especially here in Vegas, they have bare minimum. Like a lot of them only have liability, bro, and that coverage is 25,000 at minimum because it keeps their fucking coverage under 100, or just at $100. That's how people get cheap insurance because they keep their bodily injury low, you know, versus if I would have got hit by a Walmart or somebody, bro, I would have got at least a mil, you know, if not more. But losing a leg, getting smoked by a lady that has nothing, no assets or shit, lo- basically losing everything that night, bro. And you are basically getting blessed with your life, bro. Like you get to wake up the next day and and just be thankful that you're here. That's it, bro. That's why I say I'm just very thankful to be here, man. Because at the end of the day, we ain't gonna get shit. It's pretty sad. Like it's pretty fucking sad. I love theories, bro. I love theories, dude. The quantum immortality theory. I've honestly never heard of it, bro. Hey, yo, look, I left my van out there, bro. That's pretty crazy, bro. I mean, I could believe it, bro. Because, like, if you really think about it, there's some people that can remember shit, you know, that they feel like there's stories out there of people doing shit in their past life, you know. So I can believe it, bro. Right. Like it just like when you go to sleep. So listen, it's funny you bring that up because when I had my accident, I was clinically dead roughly 6 to 8 minutes. So in that 6 to 8 minutes, I don't remember anything, you know, from the accident, but I basically had an outer body experience. I don't know if it was like this. I thought I had a dream when I woke up like a few days later out of a coma. Like it was like a week almost like, out of the coma. I thought that I was the paramedic and I was looking down at myself and I was telling myself to just breathe, like that everything was gonna be okay. But I was looking at myself. Like I was laying on the ground looking at myself with my head turned to this shoulder. Like I was like this, laying on the ground with my arms all fucking twisted and shit. And I was just telling myself to just breathe. So it's kind of crazy that you bring that up. Just because, like, I don't remember anything else from the accident, but I do remember that. I remember that very, very vividly. I remember looking, and I had my vest on. I had my motorcycle vest on. My helmet was like because my helmet came off and I lost half of my scale, bro. So obviously I jumped helmet. Yeah, I was just laying there all fucked up, bro. It's kind of crazy. Bro. Yeah, it really is though. Yeah, like, so I remember being really confused. I was just so confused, bro. It's almost like I couldn't believe what just happened to me. Like, I was just so confused. I remember leaving work, I said goodnight to my boss. I remember leaving work, I remember coming down the road, you know, to come to my house. And I remember making a left onto the main road. And after you make the left onto the road to go to like on the main road, it's only 3 lights up into my street. Like you make a left, you go 3 lights up, and then you make another left, and then a right immediately onto my street. My house is like it's super quick. And I just remember making the left. And that's it. After I made that left, I don't remember nothing. Yeah, I remember a few days, you know, waking up, screaming my wife's number. That little interaction that I just told you, you know, me thinking I'm the paramedic, but I was actually like myself, telling myself that it's okay to just breathe. Like it was crazy. And then I woke up and I was just so confused. Like I kept asking what happened. Like, what happened to me? It was the craziest thing, bro. And I just remember being very fucking afraid. Like it was probably as a man, it takes a lot for a man to get genuinely terrified like that. And I felt like a child. Like I was genuinely terrified. I just kept asking what happened, and I also kept asking for my wife. I was screaming my wife's number and asking her. I just kept saying her number over and over. That's what they told me. It's very strange, bro. Yeah, literally. That's insane, bro. That's crazy. Bro. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna try and be here every night though. Like, I'm gonna try and do a late night stream on YouTube every night. And I do daily lives on TikTok. So, and then once my editing skills get better, then I'm gonna start posting more videos on YouTube. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, because I they say that when you die, your body goes through like all the moments that you've lived through as a child. Like they say that you basically have a flashback from all the years until you basically know old. Like you think that you're old, but definitely not. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's pretty crazy to think about, man. Yeah, I keep so I'm very fascinated with like UFOs and like aliens and extraterrestrials. I'm very fascinated with conspiracy theories. Okay, and one thing that I keep saying is like, if you really think about it, what if we're the aliens? You know, what if we're the extraterrestrials that we think, you know? Because think about it, we're going to space, we're, you know, we have all this shit, you know, we're so advanced. Like, think about it. What if we're the, like, you know, like, if you really think about it, we're technically the aliens. Like, we're the ones that's like probing people and fucking, you know, testing people, you know, doing all this crazy shit, bro. You really think about it, bro. You're doing some crazy shit. I don't know if you paid attention to the freaking uh, the Giza stuff, you know, the Giza pyramids. They just found them columns underneath pyramid, you know, the pyramids of Giza that apparently generate electricity and shit, you know. And if that's fucking true, bro, there ain't no fucking way we humans did that shit, bro. Like, there ain't no way, bro. They say it goes at like kilometers into the earth. And there these big cylinders that have these coils that go into these square freaking tomb things, bro. Like, it just, I don't know, bro. History is weird, bro. History is fucking weird. I have the munchies, so don't judge me, bro. I didn't eat my dinner from earlier. So the munchies now. Oh yeah. Like, I don't know. Did you get into that uh, shit that came out recently with the fucking the plane that had the Malaysia flight with like the 200 people that just fucking vanished, and there there was that dude that came out saying that there's these three cylinders flying around it, and then that there is apparently video footage and shit on it. It was kind of insane. I was like, what the fuck? But I have not seen all of the JFK files, but I definitely have gone down something like that. I Like I've gone down a rabbit hole about it, but not the stuff that just got released. Like I haven't seen anything recently, since Trump did the file release. And I believe it, bro. Yeah, I definitely believe that shit. Like, trying to find this one thing. I was gonna show you this thing. Just watched it not that long ago, and it was about the CIA. I watch a lot of Joe Rogan. That's what I should do. Yeah, this guy, Sean Ryan. He's crazy. Yeah. J-Nub 2023, bro. This right here on all platforms. I don't have Snap really. I mean, I do, but I mainly keep that just for my family. Because I post my kids and stuff on there a lot.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
You know that David Icke stuff where he said they're all lizard people? I don't think they're really lizard people. I don't think they're really shapeshifters, but they do behave in a reptilian way, like a corporation does, like a psychopath.
I don't know if they're actual reptilians, dude, but there is something going on that they are a group of people because they're all related, which is very weird. If you you go back far enough, they're all related. Like if you study Obama and Bush, right? You met because I remember when Obama was running, I was like, oh, change, it's gonna be change, hope and change. And then you start studying like the Bushes and the Obamas, and their first ancestor, their common ancestor, is a Hinckley, dude.
That's funny.
Right? And you go,
like John Hinckley, the guy who kept trying to kill
100%.
What?
Yes, their common ancestor is a Hinckley. And then when you realize that
Hinckley was related to Obama and Bush?
And related to the Bushes had dinner with the Hinckleys the night before Reagan got shot. And here's the craziest thing.
What?
Yeah.
Appreciate
Isn't
the
that
tacos,
Do you
crazy?
think, okay, I always thought Hinckley was a lone nut that was infatuated with Jodie Foster. So...
No, dude. And there's actually interviews, dude, where he said, Uncle George told me to do it.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Didn't they just let him out?
Yeah, and now he's doing like plain and coffee beans because he's put out an album or something like that, dude. he's touring off it. But that's a crazy thing.
Barack Obama, the 10th cousin once removed of George W. Bush, through Samuel Hinckley of Cape Cod. Holy shit.
It's so crazy.
I've never gone down the Hinckley rabbit hole. So John Hinckley, the guy who killed or shot rather
Me too,
Reagan,
bro.
what was his deal? Was he
He was like,
Shit.
MK Ultra?
yeah, he was a little off. He was like the one family member that was a little off.
I should have
Here's the craziest thing about that thing. That the Hinckley that shoots at Reagan, he's the
Probably
first
shoulda
one that
ate
can
this,
use the
like,
I'm mentally
5
not
hours ago.
capable of defending myself. The
It's not
I'm too
vegan.
mentally ill. What's the law where you can where you
Yeah.
Pork
I
chops.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because right around then, John Lennon was also getting like assassinated, and his killer tried to use that I'm not mentally capable.
You got me stuck
Who
on
killed John
freaking-
Lennon? Do we remember?
What was his name?
Joe Rogan now, bro.
What was it, dude? And
That's
I watched that
hilarious.
whole story. It's
Is there a rabbit hole to go down on
yeah,
that one too?
that's a crazy story too. Because like we had this kind of there's 2 eras of like assassinations where like everybody was getting assassinated, or they were attempting.
Chapman, Mark
Yeah.
David Chapman, shot and killed Lennon. Now, is he an MK Ultra guy too?
Bro.
You think?
So he had that. What book did he have? On the Rye. What is it called?
Catcher in the Rye.
Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah, look at
That's
that
some
guy.
NK Ultra shit right there.
He's still alive?
Is he still alive?
69 years old, getting fucked in jail.
Yeah.
Wow.
MK Ultra shit is left and right, dude.
The second gunman, not Mark David Chapman.
Yeah, nobody
may have
talks
shot
about that
John
stuff.
Lennon. Author claims. Oh, author claims. Those authors.
Well, you
never
know the
I used to believe in authors.
the door guy at his hotel, his apartment building was a CIA FBI spook.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they just load it up. When it's meant to happen, you don't get out of there. There's layers upon layers upon layers. That's why when you talk about any of these things, that even like when you talk about the Trump
Liquor, bro.
assassination, there's a lot of stuff. I go, that's a little weird. Like that's a really weird situation right there. Because if you study these
All right,
high
bro.
impact events, they're like it's kind of
I'm
like
gonna
that scene
get
in
this
John
dad
Wick. Do you know where
here.
John Wick the hit goes
Yeah,
out on him and he's
sure.
in the plaza and now
Oh,
every
fuck
assassin
this,
has a
right.
flip phone suddenly. They're all on flip phones and
Hey,
it's like
you
boom,
said watch
take out
this
John.
video, bro.
That's a high impact event. Like
I'm about
there's
to go watch
layers
these
upon
CIA
layers upon
files,
layers
bro.
where you're not getting out of there. Like 9/11,
You
JFK.
gotta be
What is
careful
this,
with
Jamie?
this shit.
Document shows CIA and FBI spied on John Lennon
Oh,
for fear of the interrupting the election in '72.
Which one was 72? Was that McGovern? I think that was when Hunter S. Thompson wrote Fear and Loathing on the Campaign
Yeah.
Trail.
McGovern.
I stream daily on TikTok.
Yeah,
and, like I said,
that
I'm
was the
starting
one
on-
where Nixon won by the largest margin in
Maybe
history because
YouTube's-
McGovern's running mate
And then
turns out he was cuckoo
I just
and
started my
had gotten
Instagram.
electroshock therapy.
Oh, dude.
Didn't tell anybody about it.
Really
Did you ever see
first on
the
there.
press
That's
conference
fun.
when he announced it? Bro, the dude looks like he just got out of the pool. He's fucking sweating. And they're like, you thought Tim Walsh was a bad VP.
Can't breathe,
This
chill,
guy,
bro.
They're like, no. No,
Fucking
no, no,
guy,
no, no,
really.
no, no. You can't be the vice president.
if you study the Malcolm X assassination, the
Oh, that's
guy
another
the
one.
guy who is giving him mouth to mouth at the end is a New York police officer that was so undercover that even like the New York police didn't know about it. It was this crazy like secret group within they didn't even go through like getting their badges and anything
Bro,
like that. They were like
undercover
separated
shit,
early
bro.
and then
You watch a lot of
infiltrated all
undercover
these
stuff
these
recently.
organizations. Like the guys who shot him were
Crazy,
working with the
bro.
FBI, the guy who's giving him
It's
CPR.
insane.
But this is my whole thing. I always, going back to the lizard people stuff at the beginning was like, if there wasn't this apex predator class, like out there manipulating energy and manipulating people, like how much chaos would be happening in the world?
Right,
There
right.
always seems to be like, if you dig deeper, okay, there's an intelligence agent somewhere involved in that, and
Well, whenever you have money, this is back from War is a Racket, the Smedley Butler
Yeah.
thing that he wrote in the 1930s. This is a guy who was a famous general, and after it was all over, he realized like all his years of service.
Well, they approached him to do assassination, and he said, "No, I won't do it." Like corporations wanted to assassinate. I think it was FDR. I'm not quite sure which the president was, but they approached him about basically
That-
doing a banker coup
Hashtag
on the
goof
government,
off,
and he
brother.
said he wouldn't do it.
Jesus Christ.
How crazy is that?
There's been a few of those organized over the years, which is fucking terrifying. But this is just like what happens whenever people are in
All
power,
right, my boy.
especially unchecked power. And, you know, this whole term,
I'm
the
gonna-
deep state, people want to think of that as a conspiracy theory.
Head on
Okay,
to
you have
bed.
elected officials. Elected officials have to get elected.
Appreciate you.
But the people that run intelligence agencies don't have to get elected, and they have massive access
Keep
to
your head up, bro.
And power.
and power. And
don't
they don't want to
feel
leave
like
that
you're
position.
alone, man. You're never
The
alone.
business plot called the
There's
Wall
always
Street
people out there
Push.
willing to listen.
Putsch? How do you say
Just
that?
gotta speak.
Putsch.
I was always taught a close mouth
P-U-T-S-C-H?
doesn't get
Push.
pushed, so.
Whatever you attempt is good to me.
Okay, the White House political conspiracy in 1933 in the United States to overthrow the government,
Much
President
love, bro.
Franklin D. Roosevelt,
Have
and
a good night,
install
bro.
Smedley Butler
Peace.
as dictator. Butler, retired Marine Corps Major General, testified under oath that